You're live. Beautiful. Whew. Bless. Now, for me, doing tarot is truly how I alchemize my energy when it feels like a lot has been going on. And today was a weird day. Mercury moved into Pisces, and I can feel it. Been very vocal today. I've been very communicative today about seeing beyond what is comfortable and just saying through emotion. Yeah. So that's been interesting. Let's get a little message. Anybody who watches, maybe no one comes on. This is Friday. Usually I do this on Thursday, but my bad. African Goddess Rising. Let's do a reading. Or let's pull a card. Let's just see what comes through. Anybody that sees this, when you do see this. Ooh, Madame Laveau. Good juju. Bless, I'll take it. I'll take that, bro. Today was weird for me. The number 7. Let's see what it says. The Temple of Ancestors, the element of fire. Great ancestress Marie Laveau was a larger-than-life New Orleans voodooine, a successful spiritpreneur. The famous voodoo queen first built a thriving business as a hairstylist. Great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. This is a time of increase for you. You're heiress to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. I receive it. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is the goddess way. Just as you want abundance for those who came after you, your creator embraces wealth for you too. Goddess declaration. All I do is win. Ooh, I will receive that. I have so many good plans for Arcana. I'm going to hang on here. What cosmic power at the bottom? I'm going to read that too. Mawa Lisa. I have so many plans for Arcana that I'm very excited about. But Threshold of Guardians, element of air. Mawa Lisa is the force of mother, father, god, goddess. Mawu is the moon, the divine feminine. Lisa is the sun, the divine masculine. They come together during a fawn eclipse to create cosmic power. You are in the right place. Release the fear of your power. You are sacred. You are magic. Now that you know this, you can no longer pretend not to. Rise up into your magnificence, love and accept yourself fully to unlock everything you seek. Stop pretending to be less than you are. Your real power has nothing to do with external gains. Cosmic power cannot be destroyed or lost. You were created by the same force that birthed the sun and the moon. Bless. My power shines forth from within. I love that. Very Leo-esque message. So hopefully that resonates for anybody who watches that or sees this. We got the good juju, so abundance and good luck. And then that you are the cosmic force. You have this power around you. And it's really interesting. What I've been feeling recently for myself is fighting through discomfort is alchemy. It's so interesting how when you dive into things that are uncomfortable, how it shifts and changes energy. So look at that as like a goal for yourself, like how to meet discomfort instead of avoid it or shut down, because that's when growth happens. That's when the expansion happens. That's when the changes happen. The evolution can happen. The alchemization happens when you change that lead into gold. It's because you hit it head on. You don't avoid the the difficulty. You try to figure out, okay, what's needed at this moment in time to create a more balanced situation. And a lot of times that may require speaking from a place that is very direct, but very emotionally full, right? So Mercury moving into Pisces has just happened. You know, Mercury energy is how we communicate, is how we process, is how we, kind of understand ourselves and other people. And with Pisces, it's very much about the emotion and going with the flow of that emotion and letting that emotion be expressed through you, and also letting it be um, released. When you feel an emotion and you go with it, what you're doing is allowing it to move you. When you find yourself in a space where you feel like restricted and you can't speak, that creates a lot of blocks in your chakras. That creates a lot of dis-ease, lack of ease in the flow of your energy. A lot of times we get avoidant of confrontation because it feels hard. But I've been realizing lately, as you walk into confrontation, it feels empowering. It feels like your passion is fueling you. And that passion is righteous because it's coming from a place of instinct, of truth, of natural, kind of organic emotion. When you're passionate about something, that's why passion is so often misconstrued as being angry. I get that a lot. I get that I'm so angry, and why am I speaking like this? And why do we sound like that? And blah, blah, blah. You're mean, and you're this, and you're that. And I'm passionate as hell. When I feel something, I feel it, and I feel it, and I say it, and I express it, and I move it through my body. And sometimes it works out beautifully, and sometimes it works out disastrously. I find that all the time. Sometimes I have to check myself, and sometimes I have to take accountability for how I made someone feel or how I shifted the energy by that passion, by that expression. But it's like I feel that as a part of our natural way of being. And us as humans, we've gotten so scared to disrupt the status quo, to make a fuss. I'm going to make a fuss. I'm going to make a fuss because if I don't make a fuss, I'm making a fuss within myself, right? It's kind of like along the same lines of closed mouths don't get fed. If you feel something, but you don't say it, how will you ever know if you can get some type of resolution from that emotionality, right? I think it's really important. So let's just see what comes through my Thoth Tarot. Oh, someone came on. I've just been rambling about my day. If you do want a reading, I'm here. But I'm doing a reading for whoever comes on right now. Wow. Judgment. That's amazing. So judgment, this has to do with like making decisions and choices, having second chances, but also understanding that we have to break patterns. We can't continue to be in the same pattern that keeps us where we are. That is not growth. We have to decide to choose to do the hard things, which expands our awareness of ourselves. And that is living. Hey, Tasha, the Hierophant. Wow. So, yeah, we have a lot of lessons to learn. And it's through those difficult lessons that we expand our understanding of ourselves and thus our soul journey. So, whew, bless. Let's read for Tasha here. Miss Tasha, hope you're doing well. Let's get you a message. Yeah, I missed yesterday because I had to emergency babysit. So I was like, well, I'm at least going to show up, even if it's a day late, because I said I want to get back into the groove of this. So I am. Girl, we're all trying. You're doing. You know what I'm saying? What does Miss Tasha need to know? The Queen of Wands. We just said that you're doing. The Queen of Wands. This is a card of standing in your fire. This is exactly what I was just talking about, Tasha. This is a time to be fiery. This is a time to kind of shake things up, to be outspoken, to say what you need to say, to allow yourself to shine as bright as you can. This isn't a moment of closing ourselves off. This isn't a moment of, yeah, Two of Swords. I feel like you're needing to stand up for yourself. I feel like you're needing to make a decision that says, no, this is who I am. This is what I want. And this is how I'm going to show up. This is me. This is a confidence card. And so you may be feeling indecisive about something and feeling like, well, if I do this, then, how are people going to respond to me? Or what are they going to think? Or what are they going to say? And the Queen of Wands doesn't care, because the Queen of Wands knows who they are. And it's like, you're going to get it. You're going to get my power. You're going to get my passion. You're going to get my confidence. And if this is something that you're needing to find, it starts with deciding that you are allowed to be seen, to be heard, to be, justice is after that. Something needs to come into balance, and it's through you stepping up and fully kind of like taking action and saying, no, this is what we're going to do. Actually, I don't have time to be indecisive anymore about what makes me happy, right? 10 of Cups is under this Two of Swords. This is about you deciding that you get to choose what makes you happy, but you have to say it. This is kind of that energy that I was just talking about, like closed mouths don't get fed. When you say what you need to say, justice can be served. Things can balance themselves out. You can get what you want. Things can work out. This is great energy in our relationships for things to come back into a sense of fairness and equity and flow. But it is through you speaking up and shining your light and not being afraid to do so. Because for what, right? The star is here. By stifling your voice, you're stifling your truth, which keeps you from growing and moving forward. So don't do that to yourself. Be honest with yourself, express yourself in the way that you need to. And that is how you maintain being in alignment or being on your path that's right for you. Feel like you're having to make a choice. Trust yourself. What makes you happy? Not what other people want you to do, not what you thought you wanted to do, but at this juncture, what truly makes you happy? What truly makes you feel like yourself? What makes you feel confident? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel alive? That's the choice. Yeah, and it may require kind of like impulsively doing something. Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. You may feel like you're unfamiliar with this, but it's like, it's time to do it. It's time to do it. It's time to have the conversation. It's time to kind of like move forward and stand up for yourself. 7 of Wands. I love this. This feels very empowering, but it is through some type of decision needing to be made around maybe a relationship or relationships. So that's what's coming through, Miss Tasha. Thank you for hanging out. Like I said, I'm just going to hang out probably until a little bit longer, just in case anybody else comes on. I just wanted to keep my word and show up this week. Got the focus card. We need to focus and abundance. Yeah, today is interesting. So much happened for me. And it's like, whew, that's why I wanted to come on here. I was like, just keep my focus. What was I doing? This is what I was doing. This is what I had planned to do. So I'm going to do it. And that still leaves me time to do other things. And like, this is a very active moment in our lives, and we can use this action to like cultivate and create. We can use this action to manifest, or we can use this time to feel overwhelmed and distraught and stuck. And I don't want to do that. I'm over that type of energy. So I'm choosing to do something, say something, do something, act. Because why not? You know? Why not? Let's see what else is coming through. We'll do another oracle message or a oracle message. Got the not for you card. So something might not be for you. Something might not be going where you want it to go, right? When I get these two. And that can be, that can feel something, that can feel, but it can also feel liberating and empowering to know what isn't for you. So when, a lot of times when I get the not for you card, it kind of like, it kind of hurts my feelings, because sometimes we really want it. It's like a fortune cookie. And you wanted to say something good. But this is also about the distance, something going the distance. And if you can't be yourself and have something go the distance, then that's an indication that it might be not for you, not abundant, right? Not balanced. Things happen in really weird times. They happen in weird times. They happen at weird with different interesting people for certain things. And we have to trust that timing. We have to trust ourselves and know when something just doesn't feel good anymore, doesn't fit anymore. And you can get those things, loyal heart and co-create. You can get what you want by being loyal to yourself and understanding that when you have to get, sometimes you have to choose. You have to choose to accept. And that ultimately gives you this loyalty that you're hoping for, this connection that you're wanting. You have to realize, okay, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe the situation isn't working, whatever it is. And you have to be loyal to yourself and not get stuck in this kind of round and round energy where you're never getting anywhere because you're not willing to say, okay, this way of thinking, this way of doing something, this way of being, it's not working. So let's do something different. Very Aries energy. Very Aries energy. All right, bless. Well, I've been on here. I'm going to stay on here for 20 minutes. Makes you feel like I did show up. I know I should have been here longer or yesterday, but bruh, a day. And it's been a day today. So I'm ready to get on Sanctuary, do some readings, respond to an email or two. All right, bless. Well, we showed up. We stay consistent. I hope you guys got a message from anything that I said today. And I will see you later next week. Not next Thursday, actually. Maybe next Friday. Maybe next Wednesday. But next week sometime for sure ski. We're going to get it together. But until then, I'm just going to show up as consistently as I can in the best way that I can because I love doing this and it truly makes me feel like, oh, grounded. So, bless.